all you wild video gamers out there. Your two favorite ghouls are back at it tonight. I'm Logan Myers. That's my beautiful good mate over there.
And I'm Uncle Henry Hill. And that's right, we are gathered back together. Me and that wild ghoul over there, Uncle Logan, back together to review the return of the Prime Video series. It's based on the video game. We left off with season one with them and the teasing of them with this new setting going to New Vegas, following Lucy and the ghoul, Walton Goggins.
Ooh.
What's it called, Logan?
We're talking about Fallout Season 2, Episode 1. That's right, you wild gamers out there. We're back at it tonight, talking about one of our favorite shows on Prime Video. Of course, we're talking about Fallout, incredible video game series. Uh, I played a few of them. Fallout 4 being my favorite, came out like 10 years ago. Fallout New Vegas, I think, came out in 2010. Played that as well. But they really did a great job the first season, bringing in viewers and people that aren't familiar with the source material being the video games. The total like post-apocalyptic Los Angeles setup here, also having that 1950s retro vibe to it. And really cool, set design, costume design, everything looked beautiful. It really captured the video game perfectly for me. An incredible season, of course, with Ella Purnell, Walton Goggins, and the rest of the ensemble. Kyle MacLachlan being one, playing the father. He's a great guy living in the bunkers of the vaults. You think he's this really great character to find out. He's the complete opposite, setting up the second season, going to find this father. Yeah, they finally make it to the desert. This first season takes place to like LA, but they start to make their way out to the desert, to Las Vegas. And as you can see behind me, the setting in New Vegas based off the game with this season, which I really love the desert feel to it, the dirty, the grunginess, Wild West vibe to it, setting up the very first episode. And it has a nice little recap of the first season.
Yes, it was. I agree with you. Perfect new setting, especially for Walton Goggins' character, the ghoul, wearing his duster. Perfect. Yes, missing his nose. Perfect for that scenario, like you mentioned, looking like the Wild West. He looks like, a character straight from the Wild West. It's, yeah, with the
Ding!
hat. Yep, Stetson and the rifle and everything. So definitely notice that right off the bat, the new setting, New Vegas headed there, and a new character and a new actor in the Fallout universe that we are introduced to, Mr. House, played by Justin Theroux. Cue the gif of
Woo!
him walking up, Logan.
Oh, geez, a set of steak in there?
Yes, so it's very cool. Justin Theroux joining the Fallout crew here. A great cast all around. A lot of familiar faces in there. Ella Purnell as Lucy, your main character, and Kyle MacLachlan playing her father in a role where he's the villain. We're so used to seeing him as the nice guy and the protagonist. Well, he's the opposite in this, and he's a piece of trash. And we got to find him. He's in some basically a mech suit that flew out and got out of danger, and now he's seemingly, in New Vegas and kind of running the show. So it's going to be interesting as this second season goes on to see, just who is Mr. House. Because if you notice that when the TV was playing in the beginning there, that was supposed to be Mr. House, like that is like known from the lore. But they purposely didn't give Thoreau's character Mr. House a first name because you don't know if it's supposed to be that same guy and they just like recast the actor or what. There's something going on there with that character. So that's something to keep your eyes on as this season goes on. But I love the action in this premiere episode, seeing the ghoul get strung up and then having Lucy up as the sharpshooter and her, shooting down and shooting him off the rope and then seeing the ghoul do what he does. And he's obviously a marksman there, straight out of the Wild West, get to see some cool gunplay and some awesome special effects. The budget on this show looks massive and looks great. Everything looks phenomenal. This awesome backdrop of nuclear fallout in New Vegas and going back in time and seeing, the ghoul Cooper and what he was involved in before everything went down. We're learning that backstory too, leading into the second season, which is awesome.
Oh, That's right. The delightfully and delicious Walton Goggins. I like the flashback scenes of him as a dad. The slick back hair driving his car around, suburbia back then and stuff, fast forward all these years later as what he's all about, like who he's after and why he's pretty angry and pissed off, rightfully so. But you get some backstory in that. And then going back to Justin Theroux playing this character, I love the whole setup of his character in the bar, kind of the rich asshole, smoking a cigarette, goes outside and has all this money and really cool scene with all these construction workers going to beat him up and doesn't turn out that way. But really love Justin Theroux. Always a fantastic actor. Still has the same hairline he had in American Psycho many years ago, but he was cool. Interested to see where his character goes. Of course, we've got Maximus, played by Aaron Moten. We know him from last season, became a little love interest with Lucy's character, and we're in the battle suit, so they bring him back in the season. I think he'll definitely have a bigger part. But yeah, I really enjoyed his character as well, kind of being this orphan brought up into this kind of religious cult, mechanical battle suits, and what that's all about. And even with Hank's character, Kyle MacLachlan playing the dad in this suit, and where he's kind of hiding out as well, and that's why you have the ghoul and Lucy embarking on this journey to go track him down. The stakes are really high. I love it how it has like this Wild West vibe to it. Kind of felt like Mad Max in scenes in this first episode.
Yeah.
That fight scene in particular you were talking about between Lucy and the ghoul and all these people, these bikers, really well done. She's like, okie dokie, starts capping them. Really gory, bloody. People get blown into half and intestines flying and guts. Really great ensemble here. Really phenomenal first episode, New Vegas. I like where they're going with this, and I can't wait for more of this. So that being said, I'm going to give the first episode, season 2 of Fallout, give it a 4 out of 5 ghoul hair pieces.
I agree with everything you said. I love the first episode of this season. I love the lore coming from the video games, not knowing anything myself. I never played any of the video games, but just seeing all the, logos and the, equipment that they use and everything's really awesome in this. And I love the 50s backdrop too, with the Fallout shelters and that sort of culture. And Justin Theroux joining the cast looks great. Looks like somebody back from that era. Reminded me of like a younger Roger Sterling from Mad Men.
Yep.
Yeah. That kind of character, and really looking forward to the rest of this season. We have Macaulay Culkin, who's going to make an appearance at some point. That's going to be awesome. Don't know how big of a part it is, but just to see him in this universe will be amazing. And a lot more mysteries that will hopefully be solved by the end of the season. And looking to see what New Vegas has to offer here with the new setting for the show too. A lot of excitement here. Great science fiction show. Fans of the video games, and even if you hadn't played any of the games like me, you're going to enjoy this. This is a really awesome series, and it looks to just keep building upon that first season and getting better. So with that being said, I'm going to give season 2, episode 1 of Fallout, I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5 Lucy hair pieces. Shh.
So I want to hear from all you wild Fallout game enthusiasts out there. What did you like about the first episode of season 2? What did you like about the first season? What's your favorite video game in the series? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to stab, subscribe. Check out these wild okie dokies on Facebook, X, and Instagram, and our website, Cinephellas.com, for latest, greatest TV, movie news, and reviews.
Thank you guys so much for watching our review of Fallout Season 2. It has begun, so we're going to get an episode a week throughout the rest of the season. And at the end of the season, in a couple months from now, me and Uncle Logan here will review it all and go over it, and hopefully it lives up to the expectations that this first episode has laid down for us. So thank you guys for watching, and until the next Cinephellas TV review, I'm Uncle Logan.
And I'm Uncle Marshawn Lynch, signing out till the next TV review. Cheese!
Cheese!